One, let's call this meeting to order, and let me direct the committee secretary to acknowledge our resource persons for today.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Good morning. Good morning to our resource persons. For the public hearing on local bills on schools, namely House Bill numbers 9500, 9501, 9592, 9593, 9594, 9890, 9891, 10268, and 10269, would like to acknowledge the presence of our guests and resource persons. From the House of Representatives, we have physically present Representative Lani Mercado Revilla of the 2nd District of Cavite, and present online is Representative Chino Miguel D. Almario of the 2nd District of Davao Oriental. For the government agencies, from the Department of Education or DepEd, we have Director Maria Gemma Ledesma, Director 4 of the Private Education Office. From DepEd Bacoor City, we have the OIC Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Babylin M. Pambid, together with Ms. Marilyn Baroja, Education Program Supervisor, Ms. Maria Teresa Semino, Principal for Officer in Charge for Ciudad District Integrated School, and Mr. Alfredo Sarabusa, Principal 2, Officer in Charge for Bacoor City National Science and Technology High School. For DepEd Region 5, we have Dr. Gilbert T. Sadsad, the Regional Director. For DepEd Camarines Sur Schools Division Office, we have the Legal Officer, Attorney Jinky Batalla Nocos. From DepEd Region 9, we have the Regional Director, Dr. Ruth L. Fuentes. From DepEd Zamboanga del Sur Schools Division Office, we have the Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Gineline Aleman, together with Ms. Alma Resimula, Head Teacher 2 of Karpok National High School, Mr. Mark Roland Tuusan, Teacher 3 of Pampang National High School, and Ms. Sheila Alhas, Teacher 3 of Liguac National High School. For DepEd Region 11, we have the Regional Director, Dr. Alan Fernazo, together with Mr. Henelito Atilio, Chief of the Quality Assurance Division. From the DepEd Davao Oriental Schools Division Office, we have the Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Josephine Fadul, and Mr. Ernesto Cabanes, Chief of the School Governance and Operations Division. From the National Historical Commission of the Philippines, or NHCP, we have Ms. Christine Dulnuan, OIC of the Research Publications and Heraldry Division. And last but not the least, from the Department of Budget and Management, we have Attorney Tricia Baraan, Director 4, and Ms. Joy Rico, Department Legislative Liaison Specialist. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Comsec. As a matter of practice, we usually give priority to the sponsor who is here physically. So today we'll be starting off with House Bill number 10268, entitled An Act Establishing an Integrated School in Ciudad District. And this is deferred to. For the record, the sponsor advised the committee that they are still in the process of ironing out some issues, and she advised the committee that this bill will be deferred as of the moment, and we will just get advice from the good sponsor on when those information will be ready, when the issues will be addressed, and just advise the committee at the proper time that we can hear this bill. All right. So we'll defer this House Bill number 10268. So we will proceed with House Bill number 10269, an act establishing a National Science and Technology High School in the city of Bacoor, province of Cavite, to be known as the Bacoor City National Science and Technology High School, and appropriating funds therefore. So we recognize the presence of Congresswoman Lani Mercado, who's the better half of Senator Bong Revilla, for her sponsorship speech.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chair, Senator Nguyen, distinguished members of the Senate Committee on Basic Education, fellow legislators, guests, ladies and gentlemen, a pleasant morning to all of you. Please let me state for the record that this bill is close to my heart as it captures the desire of every Bacoreño to have our own special science and technology high school. And once approved, a welcome addition to Bacoor City's roster of educational institutions that offer free secondary education, one that is centered on science, technology, and innovation. I believe that we need to improve the competency of our learners by giving them opportunities to develop scientific attitudes, technological skills, and scientific inquiry. The proposed Bacoor City National Science and Technology High School aims to cater the need for scientific exposures of those learners who have special interest in science, technology, and engineering and encourage them to pursue higher education and future careers in STE. The proposed school aims to create a quality learning environment that focuses on STE, serving as the forefront of science education and benchmark of other schools in the city. With its establishment, it also resolves the challenges faced by parents in sending their children with science and math inclination to farther schools due to financial constraints. In my conversation with the officials of DepEd Bacoor, we have been implementing a special science curriculum in the Bacoor National High School for a special set of exceptional and gifted students with aptitude in the sciences, mathematics, and innovation. However, there is a requirement of a 1-hectare lot before a science high school can be established. Because of this, the City Government of Bacoor, DepEd City Schools Division of Bacoor, Cavite State University, and the DOST Industrial Technology Development Institute entered a deed of use of rock last July 12, 2023 for the establishment of the Bacoor National Science and Technology High School in the DOST ITDI's 10,000 square meter property located in Barangay Molino 3. We are further deeply grateful to DOST ITDI for allowing this use of rock agreement and for their promise of technical collaboration so that this dream will soon become a reality. In order to give appropriate training to students with strong inclination in math and science and prepare them to become great partners in nation building, I call on the commitment of this committee and the Senate of its wavering support for this truly worthwhile measure. Sama-sama tulong-tulong po tayo sa pagpapanday ng isang maganda at matiwasay na kinabukasan para sa kabataang Bacoreño tungo sa bago at masaganang Pilipinas na lahat nating inaasam. Thank you very much, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Congresswoman Lani, and let me put on record my utmost support to this bill. In fact, I filed a bill that will create math and science schools all over the country, specifically one per LGU. And I truly believe that in order to harness the full potential of our learners, we need to establish this type of schools as learners are not equal. No? Some of our learners are really very good in math, science, and technology, and they should be put in advanced schools so that we can further harness their potential.
That is true.
And they will be bored if we put them in or regular schools because they're definitely much more advanced in terms of thinking, in terms of math, science. In fact, in Valenzuela, we put up a what we call the Valenzuela Math and Science School. But in this case, I think it's more innovative because you included technology. So para siyang STEM, no? Math, science, technology, engineering, and math. So that's the way of the future. The future is really will be revolving around technology, math, and science. And I commend the good sponsor, Congressman Lani Mercado, for spearheading this because this is really a good project and a shining example for everyone to emulate. So congratulations.
Yes, Mr. Chair. Just for the information of the committee as well, DepEd has already funded the said building for the construction. I think they have appropriated around 650 million. The design of the building is ongoing. I think it is already forwarded to the central office of DepEd and Public Works for its approval, and hopefully within the year groundbreaking will proceed. Mr. Chair, salamat po.
Thank you for that information. And that's the answer to. I have one question. We saw in the materials that there's no appropriation for capital outlay. So I guess this is the answer, no? That DepEd has already appropriated amounts to put up the building. Is that for 2024?
I understand, Mr. Chair, this is for 2024.
2024. All right. So that means for next year's, you don't need any more capital outlay.
I hope so.
Yeah, we saw that there's allocation for MOE and PS. No, so that makes sense that this building is already being put up. And I was also advised by the committee secretary that Senator Bong Revilla also filed a similar measure, Senate Bill number 1517. No, but it's still, but it has not yet referred to the committee. No, I think she filed it before we adjourned or before we went into recess. So we'll just take that in consideration once that bill is referred to this committee.
Yes, Mr. Chair, this would be a big help. Normally, Senator Revilla, my husband, and I would really partner in terms of legislation in be it funding for a school, be it for the establishment of a school, and other national laws that would really help our countrymen. Thank you very much, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Congresswoman. With that, we would like to call on the different stakeholders of DepEd just to put on record their manifestation as well as to the completeness of the requirements. We all know that the O40 is the guiding document to make sure that all of these schools that will be established fully comply with the requirements under the said department order. So we will start off with our superintendent, Dr. Pambid, to give her manifestation and as well as any comments to the measure.
Good morning and thank you, Honorable Chair, Senator Win Gatchalian, and the honorable members of this committee. Congresswoman Lani Mercado Revilla, good morning to everyone. We concur with the Honorable Congresswoman Lani Mercado Revilla on the approval of the proposed House Bill number 10269, an act establishing a national high school in the city of Bacoor, province of Cavite, to be known as the Bacoor City National Science and Technology High School, and appropriating funds thereof, and in coordination also with our local executives under the leadership of the City Mayor of Bacoor, Honorable Mayor Strike Revilla, with the support of the city councilors. And we also confirm that the establishment of Bacoor City Science and Technology School complies with DepEd Order Number 40, Series 2014, on the revised guidelines on establishment of public schools. Mr. Chair, I am also representing our Regional Director, Attorney Alberto Escobarte, as instructed po. Thank you po.
Thank you. And Dr. Pambid, you're also representing the Regional Director Escobarte?
Yes, sir.
Correct. And is that also his official statement?
Yes, sir.
All right. We'll take note of that. We call on Director Gemma Ledesma of the DepEd Central Office for their comments.
Good morning to everyone. Good morning to Senator Gatchalian and Congresswoman Lani Revilla. We interpose no objection and strongly support this act of establishing a National Science and Technology High School in the city of Bacoor, province of Cavite, to be known as the Bacoor City National Science and Technology High School. Thank you very much.
Thank you for that. Any comments from DBM?
Good morning, Mr. Chair, and to everyone po here in this meeting. For DBM, we take note po that the DepEd proposed funding for this school for 2025 in the amount of 7.179 million. And nonetheless, we defer to DepEd since they are in the best position to evaluate and determine the qualifications for the establishment of public schools. And funding for the purpose shall be subject to the usual budget process. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for those comments. Any more comments or anyone who wants to comment on the matter? Hearing none, the committee hereby submits to plenary and endorses House Bill number 10269 for final approval of the plenary. So thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Session suspended. Green. So now we tackle House Bill number 9890, entitled An Act Establishing the National High School in Barangay Surop, Municipality of Governor Generoso, Province of Davao Oriental, to be known as the Surop National High School, and appropriating funds therefore. Authored by Congressman Chino Almario. So we recognize Congressman Almario for the sponsorship remarks.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, Honorable Win Gatchalian, to all of the members present in the committee, as well as our personnel from DepEd, to everyone in attendance. Again, good morning. It is my honor to sponsor the mentioned House bills. And for this one in particular, I was also, allow me also to just add, Mr. Chair, that I was also asked by Honorable Fuentebella and Honorable Victoria Yu to also sponsor their respective House bills as well. But allow me to also say that in all of these bills, there is an overarching theme, which is the deliverance of quality education to all our learners. As we move on and as we grow as a nation, we also grow in numbers in our population. And the need for quality education is a must, and it's a right for every child. And with that, these bills represent the answer to the need of the increased need of education, the increased opportunity to be given to our learners, our young learners, for them to be able to contribute, fit, and as well as be able to give back to society and our government. So with this, Mr. Chair, I'd like to also submit the explanatory notes of my House bills, as well as also the House bills of explanatory notes of the House bills of Honorable Fuentebella and Victoria Yu for to this committee. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Let me direct the committee secretary to reflect the sponsorship speeches into the record. With that, we call on the Superintendent, Dr. Josephine Fadul, for her remarks and manifestation.
Good morning. No, my due respect to Senator Win Gatchalian. This is to concur with the position and recommendation of Congressman Chino Miguel Almario for House Bill 2966 for the creation and establishment of Surop National High School and appropriating funds therefore.
Thank you for that manifestation, Dr. Fadul. We call on Dr. Farnazo, the Regional Director for Region 11 for any manifestations.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning to our distinguished sponsor, Congressman Chino Almario, and the chair of this committee, the Honorable Win Gatchalian. I join in the manifestation and sponsorship remark of our dear Congressman on the establishment of Surop National High School and appropriating funds thereof. As mentioned by the good congressman, the issue that we are trying to address in the establishment of the school is access to basic education, as this area is of a distant area from where the other high schools are, and so for this purpose, our dear chair, the Department of Education Regional Office is joining in the manifestation and in support of the establishment of this national high school. Thank you very much.
Thank you for that. Before I call DepEd, in our the materials that were supplied to us, we note a comment from MGB that this school is classified as having moderate susceptibility to landslides. So we want to inquire from the SDS and also from the regional director and maybe also from Congressman Almario on what has been done in order to address the concerns of MGB and what are the any updates on those interventions. Anyone from the group can answer.
Mr. Chair, on the part of Congress, so there are also measures that were being looked into in terms of the improvement of the surrounding area, to be able to develop it into at least for the land around it to have moderate safety in terms of landslide prevention. However, due to the constraints of budgetary constraints in at least in the infrastructure development side, we have not yet seen, or we have not yet experienced any progress towards that one yet, Mr. Senator. I cannot speak though on behalf of DepEd. I'd like to defer at least on the matter, on this matter to DepEd regarding at least the actions that they have taken, as at least my office has not yet had any updates from them, Mr. Chair.
Maybe ask Dr. Fadul or Dr. Farnazo if the LGU, if there are any interventions from the LGUs as to this MGB comment, any intervention that they have undertaken or promised to undertake.
Mr. Chair, if I may be allowed.
Yes, go ahead, ma'am.
I will be conferring with my division engineer about this matter and my SGOD chief, and I'll be feeding the information to Kong Almario to be forwarded to you. But I still believe that there's no big predicament on this matter, in as much as of this moment, I did not receive a report coming from our division engineer. But nevertheless, Mr. Chair, trust that we will be looking into this matter. And as to the intervention of the LGU, I assure the good chairman that there will be no problem considering that this is for the good of the learners. And I know that the local chief executive will be very much willing to give his support when it comes to this predicament. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Dr. Fadul. Well, the MGB comment is moderate susceptibility to landslides. So, in other words, there is risk, but it's moderate risk. However, it's good to address this matter. I know that the intervention requires some amount of money or huge amount of money, and the LGU can definitely provide funding and intervention. And at the same time, I heard Congressman Almario that they are also looking into this MGB comment. And I understand from Congressman Almario that they will also respond in the form of congressional interventions. No? Tama ba, Congressman Almario? That's
Yes, Mr. Chair, that's correct.
all right. Thank you. Thank you for that. So, with that, just supply us with the information, Dr. Fadul, on the intervention that will be undertaken by or will be undertaken by the LGU and also by the through the congressional initiatives. Just give us some description on that so we can put that into our committee report.
Yes, Mr. Chair, I will do that. And I would like also to add that I plan to bring this to the level of the provincial local school board if ever the resources of the local government unit will not be sufficient, including the initiative of the Congress.
Thank you. Thank you for that. So we call on Director Ledesma from the DepEd Central Office.
We strongly support and we interpose no objection to the establishment of a national high school in Barangay Surop, Municipality of Governor Generoso, Province of Davao Oriental, to be known as Surop National High School and appropriating funds therefore. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you for that comment. And any comments from DBM?
Good morning, Mr. Chair. So we take note that for FY 2023 and 2024, the funding for the operation of this school is shouldered by the local school board po. And they have no authorized positions. And the teachers are only borrowed from the Luzon National High School. Thank you po.
All right. Thank you. Thank you for that. So, any more comments from the resource persons? Hearing none, the committee hereby endorses House Bill number 9890 to plenary for approval. So we'll move to the next bill. The next bill is House Bill number 9891, entitled An Act Establishing a National High School in Barangay Tiblawan, Municipality of Governor Generoso, Province of Davao Oriental, to be known as the Tiblawan National High School and appropriating funds therefore. Authored also by Congressman Almario. So any opening statements, Congressman Almario, on this measure?
Not Mr. Chair. I think the sponsorship speech also included this bill.
All right. So with that, we call on Dr. Fadul, the superintendent, for her comments on this measure.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mr. Chair. Again, I concur with the position and recommendation of Kong Chino Miguel Almario for the creation and establishment of Tiblawan National High School because as you can see, as independent school and appropriating funds therefore because as you can see, the present situation of Tiblawan National High School. This is 6.6 kilometers away from Nangan National High School and 10.1 kilometers away from Luzon National High Schools. These are the national high schools nearest to Tiblawan, Barangay Tiblawan. And we can just imagine the difficulty in the transportation, the distance, no, and the hazards that and the risks that the students will be undertaking when choosing to study either in Nanga National High School or Luzon National High School. And eventually, needless to say, it's very obvious that this is the cost, that the distance. In answer also for equal opportunity and access to quality education, I support and concur with the House Bill proposed by Kong Chino Almario, Mr. Chair.
Thank you for that. Any comments from Dr. Farnazo, the regional director?
Good morning again, Mr. Chair, the Honorable Senator Wayne Gatchalian, and distinguished sponsor, Honorable Chino Almario. I join in the remarks of the Superintendent of Davao Oriental, Dr. Josephine Padol, being one on the ground and really know the situation on attendance circumstances, on the necessity of establishing a school addressing access. I therefore join them and support the establishment of Tiblawan National High School as proposed in House Bill number 98991. Thank you very much, Mr. Chair.
Thank you very much for that. We call on Director Gemma Ledesma of the DepEd.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. We support House Bill number 9891, establishing a national high school in Barangay Tiblawan, Municipality of Governor Generoso, Province of Davao Oriental, to be known as Tiblawan National High School, and appropriating funds therefore. Thank you.
Thank you for that. Any comments from DBM?
Good morning, Mr. Chair. This has a similar situation with Surop National High School, and it's still funded by the local school board po. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for that. With that, the committee hereby endorses House Bill number 9891 to plenary for approval. Thank you. Next will be renaming of schools. So we start off with House Bill number 9500, an act changing the name of New Partido High School in Barangay Katagbakan, Municipality of Goa, Province of Camarines Sur, to New Partido National High School, authored by Congressman Arnie Fuentebella, but he will be represented by Congressman Chino Almario. So any opening remarks, Congressman Almario, on this?
Yes, yes, Mr. Chair. Allow me to read the sponsorship speech of Honorable Arnie Fuentebella. To the members of this honorable committee, my fellow legislators from the House of Representatives and the Senate, to our dear stakeholders, I greet you all a pleasant morning. I'm here to present a compelling case for converting New Partido High School into a national high school. Our institution, located in Zone 5, Barangay Katagbakan, Goa, Camarines Sur, has been a beacon of hope and education since its establishment in the school year 2016 to 2017. As we navigate the needs of our growing community, it is evident that national high school status will significantly embrace and enhance our ability to provide quality education and foster development in our fourth-class municipality. New Partido High School serves a substantial number of learners, with 313 students in junior high school and 129 in senior high school. The increasing student population underscores the demand for a more robust educational framework and that the national high school status can provide. The school will offer a comprehensive curriculum for grades 7 to 12, and our teaching force comprises of 9 regular junior high school teachers and 5 regular senior high school teachers, and deployed teachers from different secondary schools and 1 locally funded teacher. This diverse and dedicated team ensures that our students receive a well-rounded education. New Partido High School is still a considerable distance away from the nearest feeder schools and other educational institutions. The nearest feeder school is still 700 meters away, while others, Matakla Elementary School, Bagakay Elementary School, and Liguac Integrated School, are 1, 3, and 4 kilometers away respectively. While other schools are accessible, the transport is difficult and the additional distance will be an obstacle to our learners as currently situated. The conversion to a national high school will not only elevate the quality of education, but also spur community development. Enhanced resources and recognition will attract better teaching staff, improve student performance, and provide more opportunities for local youth. The conversion of New Partido High School into a national high school is not just a step towards academic excellence, but a stride towards community upliftment. By granting this status, you will be investing in the future of our children and the prosperity of our municipality. We urge the esteemed members of the Senate Committee on Basic Education to support House Bill number 9500 and facilitate the transformation of New Partido High School into a national high school. Thank you for your time and consideration. That is all, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Thank you for that, Congressman Almario. We call on the Division School Superintendent, represented by Mr. Arvin Sese. Mr. Arvin Sese, are you present? Or represented by Attorney Batalia Nocos?
Sir,
There,
good
go
morning,
ahead.
Mr. Chair.
Yeah, go ahead, sir.
On the part of Schools Division Office of Camarines Sur, we interpose no objection for the enactment of House Bill 9500, sponsored or authored by Honorable Congressman Arnie Fuentebella, the renaming of New Partido High School to New Partido National High School. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for that. We call on the Regional Director, Dr. Gilbert Sadsad.
Good morning, Your Honors and other members of this committee. A pleasant morning po. Just a little history of New Partido High School. This was organized or established in 2014 during my incumbency as Schools Division Superintendent of Camarines Sur. Now, they were given a government permit in 2016 after complying the needed requirements in establishing a school. That's why this office interposes no objection and strongly supports House Bill number 9500 for endorsement and approval. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for that. We call on Director Ledesma of the Central Office.
On the part of the DepEd Central Office, we interpose no objection and strongly support the House Bill 9500, changing the name of New Partido High School in Barangay Katagbakan, Municipality of Goa, Province of Camarines Sur to New Partido National High School. Thank you po.
Thank you. Thank you for that. We also have resource persons from NHCP represented by Ms. Dulnuan, Christine Dulnuan. Any comments, ma'am?
Mr. Chair, good morning. And I'd like to convey the support of the National Historical Commission of the Philippines to House Bill 9500, renaming New Partido High School to New Partido National High School. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for that. Any comments from... Walang... Okay. So with that, any more comments on this matter, on this said House Bill? Hearing none, again, the committee hereby endorses House Bill number 9500 to plenary for approval. All right. Will Congresswoman Lani is here, and as a matter of practice, we always give priority to those who are physically present. And upon conferring with her, and she conferring with the local government of Bacoor, and also to the DepEd superintendent, as well as the DepEd management regarding this matter, we will tackle House Bill number 10268, which was deferred earlier, but after all of after consulting and ironing out the issues pertaining to this matter, they have completely already resolved the funding issues as well as the direction of this House bill. So we will resume consideration of House Bill number 10268. And let me just read into the records the title once again. An act establishing an integrated school in Ciudad District, Barangay Molino 1, City of Bacoor, Province of Cavite, to be known as the Ciudad District Integrated School, and appropriating funds therefore. And we recognize Congresswoman Lani Mercado for her opening remarks.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chair, Senator Win, and all members of the Senate Committee on Basic Education, and all the guests online. Before anything else, let me express my warmest thanks and appreciation to this committee for bringing back this present House bill. Before coming back, I concurred with our local government officials, specifically with Mayor Strike Revilla of the city of Bacoor, and they have pledged their commitment in purchasing an additional lot for the establishment of bigger space for the said integrated school. This bill seeks to establish an integrated school in Ciudad District, an in-city vertical socialized housing project of the Socialized Housing Finance Corporation located in Barangay Molino 1, City of Bacoor. Ciudad District has a total number of 2,880 residential units built on an 8-hectare expanse of lot. The City of Bacoor, during my incumbency as its First Lady Local Chief Executive in 2016 until 2022, carried out an aggressive resettlement and relocation program of our informal settler families, or ISFs, along the waterways in compliance with the Supreme Court mandamus. On one of these relocation sites is Ciudad District. At present, as per Homeowner Association President estimate, the Ciudad District area is a bustling community of not fewer than 12,000 individuals, or at least 2,880 households. Likewise, the association officers noted that 45% of the residents are of school age and 20% are 5 years old and below. As an integrated school, Ciudad District Integrated School will offer basic education from kindergarten to grade 10 only, with a unified instructional program as defined under DepEd Order Number 40 Series of 2014, Republic Act Number 10533, or the K-12 law. Likewise, the provision of Section 21 of Republic Act Number 7279, or the Urban Development and Housing Act of 1992, which requires the provision of basic services, will be realized through this bill. Legislating the establishment of the Ciudad District Integrated School ensures that it will be given a full budgetary support from the national government, therefore making the delivery and access to quality basic education unhampered. I hope that the Committee on Basic Education, through its Honorable Chairman, Sherwin Gatchalian, and its members, swiftly approve this measure. Maraming salamat po, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Congresswoman. We call on Dr. Pambid, Division School Superintendent, for her comments.
Good morning po once again, Honorable Chair, Senator Win Gatchalian, Congresswoman Lani Mercado Revilla, and the members of this honorable committee, and everyone. And we concur po with our Congresswoman Lani Mercado Revilla on the approval of House Bill number 10268, an act establishing an integrated school in Ciudad District in Barangay Molino 1 in the city of Bacoor, Province of Cavite, to be known as Ciudad District Integrated School, and appropriating funds thereof as her initiative and in coordination also with our local executives under the leadership of our mayor, Honorable Mayor Strike Birevilla, with the support of the City Council. And we also confirmed that the establishment of Ciudad District Integrated School complies with DepEd Order Number 40, Series 2014, on the revised guidelines on the establishment of public schools. Thank you po.
Thank you. And I heard the manifestation of Congresswoman Lani that the local government has pledged to buy the expansion area, as I understand it. And we'll just request from the SDS to submit to us once the land has been purchased, maybe some documents, maybe the contract, the purchase contract, and some updates as we go along.
Yes.
In putting up the school. So just to complete the records and also to complete the discussion on this matter, just submit to us on a later date updates and also the documents pertaining to the purchase of the lot. No?
Yes po, Honorable
Alright.
Chair.
Thank you. We call on Regional Director Escobarte.
I am also
Yeah.
representing the
You're
regional director,
represented. So
Attorney
I
Escobar.
would assume your statements also cover the position of Attorney Escobarte.
Yes po,
All
Honorable
right,
Chair.
thank you. We call on Director Ledesma. Further comments of DepEd Central.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. DepEd Central Office is interposing no objection and strongly supports this House Bill 10268, establishing an integrated school in Ciudad District, Barangay Molino 1, City of Bacoor, Province of Cavite, to be known as the Ciudad District Integrated School and appropriating funds therefore.
Thank
Thank you
you.
po.
Thank you for that manifestation. Any comments from DBM? Attorney Baraan?
Good morning, Mr. Chair. For this school po, we take note that currently the city government of Bacoor allocated a total amount of 2.7 million from its special education fund. And we received a budget proposal for 2025 in a total amount of 13.7 million with proposed additional staff of 49 positions. So the same will be subject to the usual budget
Okay,
process.
thank you. Thank you for that. And I was also reading my notes that there's no capital outlay yet, no, in the construction of this building. So I would assume that it's either going to be the local government who will be putting it up or through the 2025 GAA. No? So any comments to that to that to that manifestation?
Yes, Mr. Chair, actually, for the information of the committee, Mayor Strike would like to be present, although he has not received an invitation to be included in the committee hearing. But after our conversation, when we stepped out a while ago, we spoke with him, and he is committed in purchasing the lot. And since he is the chair of the local school board, he will be allocating funds for the construction and establishment of the said school. And for the information also of the committee, there is already an existing building in the site. We have already the buildings were built through the assistance of former Congressman Strike Revilla, and portions of the local school board fund were allocated as well to complete 16 classrooms.
16 classrooms.
Two buildings already are constructed in the area, and there is another building being constructed as well. Tama po ba ako? Miss Semino, the officer in charge and acting principal of the said school, is present today in this committee. Probably she could shed light on the present situation of the said facility. Thank you very much, Mr. Chair.
Dr. Semino, the school principal for that particular school, to give us some information about the school building situation.
Good morning po. So I'm the school. It has one building, 16 classroom. Then another one is still ongoing. Another 12 classroom under ongoing construction, Your Honor.
Classrooms will be used for the integrated school? Is that the intention?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And yeah, go ahead, ma'am.
As of now, as of the school year 2023-2024, we have already have grade 7 in one building, or they occupied the fourth floor. No, we have only one section for grade 7. But elementary complete from kinder to grade 6. We have complete.
Okay, and then the intention is to use that building for
Yes,
the other
yes.
higher grade levels.
Yes.
Okay, grade 7 and above. No?
Yes.
And then on top of that, the local government pledged to put up
Yes,
more buildings.
another.
Okay. Yeah, just submit to us, ma'am, Dr. Pambid, updates and also any documents pertaining to the construction of additional buildings so that it will complete our records, and also it will demonstrate that the local government's commitment, and also that the students will have classrooms to go to in the future.
Yes, sir. We will submit the additional documents.
Thank you. Thank you for that. So the committee again hereby endorses House Bill number 10268 to plenary for approval. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair.
Thank you.
Magandang umaga po.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Okay, so we go back to the renaming of schools. So we will now tackle House Bill number 95001, entitled An Act Changing the Name of San Sebastian Fisheries High School in Barangay San Sebastian, Municipality of Lagonoy, Province of Camarines Sur, to San Sebastian National High School. Authored by Congressman Arnie Fuentebella, represented by Congressman Chino Almario. Any opening remarks, Congressman Almario?
Yes, Mr. Chair, allow me also to read the sponsorship speech prepared by Honorable Arnie Fuentebella. To the members of this honorable committee, I greet you all the present morning. I stand before you today to address a matter of great significance to the community and future generations of our country. The proposal to rename San Sebastian Fisheries High School to San Sebastian National High School is not merely a change in name, but a reflection of the school's growth, progress, and national importance. San Sebastian Fisheries High School is constantly providing quality education and preparing students for the challenges of the future. By renaming it to San Sebastian National High School, we are recognizing the school's commitment to excellence and its contribution to the development of our nation. As the name change signifies the school's evolution from a local institution to a national center of learning, innovation, and excellence. It will enhance the school's reputation, attract more students, and open up opportunities for collaboration with other educational institutions and organizations. Moreover, renaming the school to San Sebastian National High School will align it with the national educational standards and aspirations. It will strengthen the school's identity and pride among its students, teachers, alumni, and the community. I urge the esteemed members of the Senate to support this proposal and help pave the way for a brighter future for San Sebastian National High School. Let us honor the school's legacy, celebrate its achievements, and empower it to continue shaping the minds and hearts of our youth for generations to come. Thank you.
Thank you for that. Here. Okay, so we call on the superintendent. The school superintendent, Mr. Arvin Sese, for their comments.
Good morning again, Mr. Chair, Senator Win. On the part of Schools Division Office of Camarines Sur, we interpose no objection, thus we strongly support the enactment of House Bill number 9501, authored by Honorable Congressman Arnie Fuentebella, otherwise known as renaming of San Sebastian Fisheries High School to San Sebastian National High School. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And we call on the Regional Director, Dr. Gilbert Sadsad.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and the rest of the members of this committee. San Sebastian Fisheries High School was established in 2020 and was given a permit on the same year after its substantial submission of documentary requirements. and named as San Sebastian Fisheries High School. With this act or House Bill 9501, changing the name from San Sebastian Fisheries High School to San Sebastian National High School, our office interposes no objection and strongly supports House Bill 9501 for endorsement and approval. Thank you.
Thank you for that, RD. Let me call on Director Gemma Ledesma.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. And the Deputy Central Office interposes no objection and strongly supports House Bill 9501, changing the name of San Sebastian Fisheries High School in Barangay San Sebastian, Municipality of Lagonoy, Province of Camarines Sur, to San Sebastian National High School. Thank you.
Thank you for that. Any comments from NHCP, represented by Ms. Christine Dolnuan?
Good morning, Mr. Chair. I would like to convey the approval and support of the National Historical Commission of the Philippines to House Bill 9501, renaming San Sebastian Fisheries High School to San Sebastian National High School.
Thank you. Thank you. Before I approve this measure, am reading my notes, and in my notes, that in 2015, MGB categorized this school as being moderately susceptible to landslides. And I would like to inquire from the superintendent or the representative by the representative of the superintendent whether this observation by MGB has been addressed by the school. This is in 2015, although it's only moderately susceptible. But may we get some updates on whether the school has been some intervention has been implemented to address this observation by MGB.
Okay, good morning again, Mr. Chair. I have with me our Schools Governance and Operations Division Chief, Mr. Pedro Pelonio, to relay to us the update on MGB report.
All right. We'll call on Mr. Pelonia to comment on this matter.
Good morning, Mr. Chair. Thank you for this opportunity that we can share some of our observations relative to the LGB report. That this is already existed, the school is existed already for so long. So that's why there's a slight lang po doon, slope that can also be manageable when it comes to risk within the school. So that's why mayroon na pong slope protection doon na nakalagay doon sa school. Thank you po.
If I understand it correctly, Mr. Pelonia, the school already implemented a slope protection mechanism. Tama po ba?
Yeah, po. So far po, part of the plan that we can also be implement or parang mitigation namin for the identified risks in the area.
Okay. And the slope protection is a project of the school or the LGU or both?
Usually po, may LGU, may PTA po because of the Brigada Eskwela.
Okay.
If it is big big amount, it's from DepEd.
Okay.
Pero
But the one implemented there is by the school, implemented by the school.
Opo.
All right. Thank you for that. Just provide us with some pictures or report on that slope protection program that you implemented,
Yes.
so that we will have records in this committee. All right.
Yes, please.
Thank you for that.
Yes,
So
Mr. Chair.
once again, we hereby endorse House Bill number 9501 to plenary for approval. Go on the separation of school extensions. So we will start off with House Bill number 9592, an act separating the Lapuyan National High School, Karpok Extension in Barangay Karpok, Municipality of Lapuyan, Province of Zamboanga del Sur, from Lapuyan National High School, converting it into an independent national school to be known as Karpok National High School and appropriating funds therefore. Authored by Congresswoman Jazel Victoria Yu, represented once again by Congressman Chino Almario. Any opening remarks, Congressman Almario?
Yes, Mr. Chair, would it be okay to ask or to request that I submit an omnibus sponsorship speech for House Bills number 9592 for Karpok National High School, 9593 for Pampang National High School, and 9594 Liguac National High School, as these are all similar in nature?
Thank you for that. Let me direct the committee secretary to reflect into the records the omnibus sponsorship speeches on those three measures. All right. So with that, we call on the school division superintendent, Dr. Aleman.
Good morning po. My respect to Senator Win Gatchalian and to all the members of this committee. Actually, we have three schools requesting for the separation into an independent schools sponsored by Honorable Victoria Yu. And we have with us here also the school heads of the three schools.
Go ahead, ma'am.
Yes po. I just would like to give a brief background of the three schools. Actually, the three schools have been operating, and the school buildings of Karpok and Pampang are made of makeshift building, while that of Liguac is being sponsored by Kalahi. So ang nagbigay po ng building ay ang Kalahi. So as far as mitigating measures, I would like to inform this body that the two schools from Lapuyan National High School, Karpok National High School, and that of Pampang are moderately landslide susceptible, while that of Liguac, it has a low landslide susceptibility. And the LGUs, together with the other non-government organizations, have already have already put up mitigating measures to address the problems, although they are moderate susceptible to risk. And the DepEd Zamboanga del Sur interposes no objection and fully support the House Bills number 9592, which is an act separating Lapuyan National High School Karpok Extension in Barangay Karpok, Municipality of Lapuyan, Province of Zamboanga del Sur, into an independent national high school to be known as Karpok National High School and appropriating funds therefore. And another bill of the same municipality, the Lapuyan National High School Pampang Extension in the municipality of Lapuyan, from the Lapuyan National High School, converting it into an independent national high school to be known as Pampang National High School. And the last one is from Pitogo, which is an act separating Paulino Dari National High School, Liguac Extension in Barangay Liguac, Municipality of Pitogo, Province of Zamboanga del Sur, converting it into an independent national high school to be known as Liguac National High School. And
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. We'll tackle first House Bill number 9592, and you mentioned that you uh, interpose no objection
yes po.
for this matter. All right, and this school has no issues with landslides or MGB observations.
Ang observation is moderate landslide susceptible.
Karpok National High School. For Karpok National High School.
Yes po.
Okay,
Yes.
and have you any intervention to address that observation?
Actually, the local government unit has already issued, has already made mitigating measures
Okay.
for Karpok. Like, they have even issued, the LG has issued a certification appropriating landslide engineering measures and adequate drainage system which was undertaken in the location site since its operation, since it was established
All
as
right.
an annex.
Thank you for that information, ma'am. Please provide us with that information, the mitigating measures that the LGU has undertaken in the past. Just give us documents pertaining to that.
Noted po.
Thank you.
Noted.
Thank you. We call on Dr. Fuentes, the regional director.
A blessed day, Honorable Chair, Senator Wayne Gatchalian. The Zamboanga Peninsula Regional Office, being the regional director, I fully support, or we fully support and endorse the bill crafted by our Honorable Representative Jaisal Victoria Yu for the separation and converting of a school to an independent national high school to be known as Karpok National High School. I have been complied with DepEd Order number 40, series of 2014 on the creation, separation of independent schools. This region strongly recommends for the separation of the school. Mr. Chair, this will also, in terms of operation, this will also provide more access to learners living in the far-flung areas of the barangay, and also having a separate resources and budget will also be, there will be an improved efficiency in terms of daily operations of school. So we recommend and we request for Mr. Honorable Chair for the approval of the separation of the said school under Bill number 9592.
Thank you for that, RD Fuentes. We call on Director Ledesma of the Central Office.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. The Central Office interposes no objection and fully supports this House Bill 9592, separating the Lapuyan National High School, Karpok Extension in Barangay Karpok, Municipality of Lapuyan, Province of Zamboanga del Sur, from the Lapuyan National High School, converting it into an independent national high school to be known as the Karpok National High School, and appropriating funds therefore. Thank you.
Thank you for that. We call on any comments from DBM, Attorney Baraan.
Good morning, Mr. Chair. We take note that for 2024, the main school has a total funding of 34.86 million. Hence, the initial cost for the separation may be sourced from the GAA. And then thereafter, the funding may be proposed for inclusion in the annual GAA. Thank you.
Thank you for that. And we also noticed, and may I direct this question to Dr. Aleman, that in the data that was supplied to this committee, there is no personal services allocation. So does that mean that personnel is already there or present in the school?
Actually, there are already teachers assigned in that school.
So that-
for yes po.
Oh,
Yes.
all right. So that's why there's no more allocation for personal services.
Yes. But for MOE po, nakalad siya sa main high school.
Yeah. Okay. And then for when we separate this, obviously it will have its own MOE and other capital outlay.
Yes po.
All right. Thank you. Thank you for that information. So, any more comments? Hearing none, we hereby approve House Bill number 9592 and endorse the same to plenary for approval. All right. So, next bill will be House Bill number 9593, entitled An Act Separating the Lapuyan National High School, Pampang Extension in Barangay Pampang, Municipality of Lapuyan, Province of Zamboanga del Sur, from the Lapuyan National High School, converting it into an independent national high school to be known as Pampang National High School, and appropriating funds therefore. So, and Congressman Almario already manifested that the sponsorship speech is part of the omnibus manifestation or omnibus speech that he manifested earlier. So with that, we'll go directly to Dr. Aleman, the SDS, the superintendent of the school, for her manifestations.
Again, we interpose no objection and we fully support the separation and conversion of Lapuyan National High School, Pampang Extension in the municipality of Lapuyan, province of Zamboanga del Sur, into an independent national high school to be known as Pampang National High School.
Thank you. Thank you for that, SDS. And you also noted that this has an observation from MGB that the school is also categorized or classified as moderate landslide susceptibility. And I also
Yes.
understand that you have undertaken a lot of intervention. No? So
Yes.
may you just describe to us what interventions were implemented and what are the results of those interventions?
Okay. While it has a moderate landslide susceptibility, the LGU Lapuyan, through the municipal Mayor Honorable Joel B. Sulong, issued a certificate or a certification stating that appropriate landslide engineering measures and adequate drainage system have been undertaken in the location site since its operation to ensure the safety of the children and the teachers. So the LGU further dumped soil and rocks onto the elevated area near the school to create a flat surface, and they even install a drainage system to ensure proper rainwater flow. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you for that. And just submit to us, SDS, those documents pertaining to the intervention. Yeah.
Yes, we will submit.
Thank you. Thank you. Any comments from the regional director, Dr. Fuentes?
Thank you very much again, Mr. Chair. This region strongly recommends or endorses the separation of Pampang School from its mother school. Again, on operation side, this will improve efficiency, also access to our learners and teachers in the barangay of Pampang, having also complied with DepEd Order number 40, series of 2014 on the creation, separation, and annexes of school. This region strongly requests the Honorable Chair and the committee for the approval of the separation of school.
Thank you. Thank you for those comments. Any comments from Director Ledesma of the Central Office?
The Central Office po interposes no objection and strongly supports House Bill 9593, separating the Lapuyan National High School, Pampang Extension, in Barangay Pampang, Municipality of Lapuyan, Province of Zamboanga del Sur, from the Lapuyan National High School, converting it into an independent national high school to be known as the Pampang National High School and appropriating funds therefore.
Thank you for that. Any comments from the DBM?
Morning, Mr. Chair. For this school po, for 2024 JA, we have an amount of 36.81 million under the main school. And just like po itong sa Karpok, the same may be used for the initial implementation of the same, and the succeeding funding requirements may be proposed for inclusion in the JA. Thank you po.
Thank you. Thank you for those comments. So with that, the committee hereby endorses House Bill number 9593 to plenary for approval. So we go to the last bill. This is House Bill number 9594, entitled An Act Separating Paulino Dari National High School, Liguac Extension in Barangay Liguac, Municipality of Pitogo, Province of Zamboanga del Sur, from Paulino Dari National High School, converting it into an independent national high school to be known as Liguac National High School and appropriating funds therefore. And we call on once again Dr. Aleman for her manifestation.
Thank you, Senator Gatchalian. Once again, DepEd Zamboanga del Sur strongly support the separation, the House Bill number 9594, an act separating Paulino Dari National High School, Liguac Extension in Barangay Liguac, Municipality of Pitogo, Province of Zamboanga del Sur, from Paulino Dari National High School, converting it into an independent national high school to be known as Liguac National High School and appropriating funds, therefore, sponsored by Honorable Jaisel Victoria CU and Romanti Romulo and other congressmen.
And Dr. Aleman, we also just the same, same observation from the previous House bills that this is also classified as moderate landslide susceptibility. And I also understand that you have undertaken intervention and mitigation programs to address this observation. So can you describe to us what are those intervention programs and what is the effect of those intervention programs?
Actually, Senator Gatchalian, it's not moderate, but it's low landslide susceptibility. And again, the barangay government unit and the local government unit with the national government agencies have undertaken appropriate engineering mitigation measures and installation of an adequate drainage system to ensure that the rainwater and other waste water would be direct away from the proposed or from the project site, and it will drain properly to existing drainage to avoid and address potential structural problems in the proposed site.
Thank you. Thank you for that description. Well, we have this certification from MGB issued on October 13, 2022, and the certification states that it's considered moderate landslide susceptibility. So whether it's moderate or low, I think there's probably just a matter of timing issue. What's important to me is the mitigating measures that were implemented. That's the most important, that there are actions taken to mitigate the observation of MGB and to make sure that the area is safe for our learners. So that's the most important to me. And understand that the barangay has undertaken different intervention programs. So with that, again, let me please submit to us those intervention programs that were implemented. We hope there are also some pictures that you can send to us, or it will be very useful to us if you can also send us pictures of those mitigating measures, so that we will be enlightened and it will complete the discussion here in this committee.
Yes po. No, noted po, Senator.
Thank you. And we call on Regional Director Dr. Fuentes.
This office strongly recommends and endorse the separation of an independent school under House Bill number 9594, having complied with all the documentary requirements under Deped Order number 40, 2014 in the creation, separation of an independent school. This will also create easier access and having an independent resource and manpower. This will also promote efficiency in the daily operations of school. Hereby, we request for the approval, Mr. Chair and the committee, for the creation and separation of House Bill number 9594. Thank you very much, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. We also we want to get any reaction from the central office, Director Ledesma.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. DepEd Central Office interposes no objection and strongly supports House Bill number 9594, separating the Paulino Dari National High School, Liguac Extension in Barangay Liguac, Municipality of Pitogo, Province of Zamboanga del Sur from the Paulino Dari National High School, converting it into an independent national high school to be known as Liguac National High School and appropriating funds therefore.
Thank you. Thank you for that. Before I call on DBM, I would like to ask Dr. Aleman. We also saw in the data that enrollment is declining from 2018, school year 2018-2019 to the present, to 2022-2023. It declined by 36%. There's any particular reason why enrollment is declining?
Maybe because it's only an extension of the mother school, and that teachers are not actually, there are teachers borrowed from the main school, and another main reason is maybe the school building, because they are only made of makeshift. So I'm sure that contribute why enrollment is declining. But if this will already be separated from the mother school with its staff or teachers, I'm sure the enrollment will increase.
More so that we need to enact this measure because it will have its own budget. Basically, by separating it, it will become an independent school with its own budget, meaning with its own personal services, capital outlay, and MOE.
Actually, Senator, there are 4 feeder schools, 4 elementary feeder schools that they can cater.
Okay. So that will.
May I, Mr. Chair?
Yes, go ahead, Dr. Fuentes.
I concur with your statement that being an independent school, this will have a separate manpower and even resources, which will actually promote not only access, but also in terms of having separate teachers and non-teaching. This will address the needs, the needs of the municipality or the barangays, the 4 barangays within the area, Mr. Chair.
Okay. Thank you for that intervention.
Senator, can I make additional manifestation?
Go ahead.
About the documents that you asked on the mitigating measures, we already submitted to the Secretary of Congressman Victoria Yu, and they were also submitted to the to the Secretary of the Senate
Okay.
Committee Secretary. But we
Alright.
will still submit another
Okay,
copies.
sige. Yeah, just email it to us. The secretariat, the committee secretariat will provide everyone with our email. It's better to email it to us so that it will be faster and it won't get lost.
Okay.
Okay.
Well noted,
All right.
Senator.
So
Thank
lastly, comments from DBM.
Good morning, Mr. Chair. For this school po, for 2024, we have an allocation of 23.12 million, which may be used for the initial cost of to operate the extension office. And then the funding requirements for the succeeding years may be requested in the JA. Thank you po.
Thank you for that. Any reaction? Hearing none, the committee hereby approves House Bill number 9594 and submits to plenary for its approval. So with that, there are no more bills that we need to discuss. Any last words from the body? Hearing none. So thank you very much for your time. Maraming salamat po sa partisipasyon ho ninyo, and we will probably require, if ever, no, we will probably require more documents as we proceed to the debates on the floor. Expect calls from our committee secretary for additional information, and we would really appreciate the resource persons to give us the required submissions on or before the plenary debate. So we'll get ourselves ready. So with that, thank you very much for your
you.
participation. This hearing is hereby adjourned.
Thank you very much.